1,161.71 is the third one, right? No. Joseph Bird, 124.34. Direct deposits, this one's a little bit bigger. When you're ready. We're ready. I'm ready. George Abel, $1,372.69. Eleanor Cherry is $1,075.60. Andrea Bickham's $576.41. Joseph Bird is $890.19. Gloria Bencera is $475.89. Adanara Chalanar is $231.13. Karen Clement is $1,035.49. Ken knows what to do. Alyssa Sanuski, $386.52. Michael Dane is $663.01. Tiki Don Swallow is $108.97. Pamela Frederick is $57.26. Robert Gagnon is $264.87. Kenneth Gauthier is $920.44. Warren Grant is $2,272.44. Andrew Gray is $424.60. Mary Lyons Hall is $73.80. Kip Kaiser is $750.60. Joyce Keegle is $700.62. Kevin Nealon is $1,161.26. Julie Labonte is $32.41. Stephanie Lazat-Proto is $442.85. Heather Lindsay is $591.84. Francis McGinnis is $882.45. Rachel Mowbray is $49.56. Jeremy Potter is $125.60. Jalissa Polacco is $803.08. Wayne Robinson $795.94. Michelle Sudik, $222.25. Jeremy Smith is $69.22. Olivia Wall, $49.87. Daniel Wicks is $1,014.03. Janice Weirs is $757.41. Jeremy Worcester is $185.10. Daphne Wass is $661.43.
For a total of $20,116.91.
For a total of $21,402.96. This is going to be 2019 first, and we'll do 2020. Let's see if we have any more additions. Tell me when you're ready. Ready. Batteries plus bulbs, $65.85. Bergeron protective clothing is $8,097.28. Body armor helmets, $397. Roundtree Medical is $1,815.84. Citizens Bank is $1.50. C&M Cleaning, $1,336.67. Comcast is $203.34. C&S Specialty Inc. is $762. Donovan Equipment is $353.72. East Coast Emergency Outfitters, $2,013. Emblem Enterprises, $393. Exeter Flower Shop is $42. Hartman Oil and Propane is $2,130.04. Impact Fire Services is $1,747.99. Industrial Protection Services, $799. Jordan Equipment Company is $74.70. Joyce Keegle, $74.82. Lakes Region Bio Apparatus is $312.82. Mac Tactical LLC is $1,858. Morton Salt, $1,744.73. National Record Service is $8,938.33. New Hampshire Retirement Systems is $24,226.39. Pines State Elevator Company is $394.27. Armon Networks is $2,300. What do you got?
$394.23.
$394.27 is what I have. You got a check for 23?
$394.23.
A bill for 23. Says 27 on here.
So it's 27 here.
Want me to change it?
Is it just a typo in the,
Yeah, it's a typo. Never mind, never mind. Okay.
It's an addition.
All right, so our run is 2,300, Rocking Camp County Registry is $4.55, Stryker Medical is $1,139, Suburban Propane is $1,080.11, Traffic Logic Sport is $537.96, and WB Mason is $175.91.
For a total of $63,019.22.
And that was 2019, now we'll do 2020. I have those, so. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these.
It's a chance for me to get extra.
Thank you, sir. So we have Health Trust is $12.50, State of New Hampshire Treasurer is $21. We have Primex is $111,228.71. We have Security Team $552, and we have Valet for $271.45. For a total of $175,000, which one am I looking at?
this is the 2021 that you read before.
All right, so 2019 was $63,019.22. 2020 is $112,085.66 for a total of $175,104.82. PD had 26 hours of overtime, highway had 21 hours of overtime, 0 for the fire department. No records?
What was it, a conference?
Are we fully staffed right now, please?
Yes.
PD is fully staffed.
Why do we have so much of
Probably vacation.
Emergency room.
I would assume the end of the year you're gonna get vacation and you have holidays. They still get a holiday even though they have to work if they're still there. And they have 4 work days. That's all you do.
All right, ready for Bill. So this is just for today, the 2020 activity. There's one for 12/31 that has 1 day's activity, but it has a 63,000 payable, because they must have $124 check. I've sent it to Karen, so it'll be on the website, if she puts it there. And I'll give you a copy of it if you want. But to keep it simple, this is what we have. I had to move 95,000, brings us down to 6.5 million to carry us through the end of the year, for the first half of the year. Not the end of the year. Whoop, hardly the end of the year.
Okay.
The end of the year, we got problems.
Just
Yeah. I got a big problem.
Skip.
Yeah, that's the school.
Happy. I was thinking that's,
We could wish it was there.
I hadn't even gotta pay the school if we have that much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sorry.
Kip, come on down.
That's really why I walk over there.
Good evening.
How are you, Kip?
Start off with 66 Middle Road, Betty Ayers, and this is for a service upgrade. Next we have 25 with 27, and this is American Tower, and this is for refitting the tower with different antennas. This is just for you to draft question, and that's, an answer to it.
We had a question on, it's advanced custom cabinets, right? So it's under WAD Property Management LLC. So there's a zoning violation on the signs. Somebody emailed and posted about an issue with that. And it goes to the ZBA, Zoning Board of Adjustments.
No.
No, I
Well,
think
it
it's.
said you have the right to appeal to the ZBA.
Well, that was my letter to them. They decided to take the signs down.
Okay.
The signs weren't legal for, within the zone,
Okay, so they opted
well,
to
within
remove
the
the sign.
states.
Okay.
The initial argument was one was grandfathered before zoning, but that didn't pan out to be true.
With the zoning board, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the information wasn't there to support it. So they took it down at their own discretion.
Okay. That one, we can throw that one in. Anything else, sir?
I don't know, what do you have?
Yeah, can go in the mail.
So I have something on Smith Road and something on Town Hall.
Chair of the Joint Loss Committee, concerns. Okay, so I'm going to read this out. As the chair of the Joint Loss Committee, I would like to reintroduce the following concerns. Keeping the parking lot open when Town Hall and PD are open, clearing entrances and emergency exits, maintain access to the propane tanks for refueling and shut-offs, coordinate a plan that will keep the public safe on these town premises. And then there's a note. Please note, this is not a comment on the ability of the highway department, but more for the coordination and communication in future storm events. Did you want us to do anything on the back or not?
No, that was just.
So it was a missed copy.
I thought that we had enacted or planned on having the live-in from the fire department do shovel.
So that would address the shoveling concern, but the parking lot, I wasn't here last Tuesday, but from what I understand, the lot was not cleared out when the employees arrived at work that day.
And then I know I came over and I actually,
So,
they moved cars.
so basically, you know, there may be a disconnect. Like, if you have a plan, like if Wayne's got trucks that are down or people that don't show up, you got people that you hire, or you shut the town hall down, or do whatever you have to do. So it's not, you know, a situation for people coming in. So if we have to open later, we have to open later.
Or maybe do a phone chain, so Wayne calls maybe Bob, and then Bob calls me, and then I call the next person, and then, that way everybody knows what the process is. If the lot's not clear, then fine, but then let's kind of do the late opening, instead of having the employees trying to shovel their way in.
Yeah, I know, I talked to Ken, Phyllis was here, because the Brentwood newsletter was meeting here
Yeah, we
before.
were putting a newsletter together.
For the night before.
No,
No, that-
Tuesday.
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 Yeah, that activity probably should have been postponed
Yeah.
because of the condition.
I didn't have a problem getting there.
But then you folded by yourself?
No,
No,
we
we
were,
just started moving vehicles and shuffling, and it worked out.
yeah, it worked out.
Took
It had already been postponed once, I forget.
Right.
took about an hour and a half to sort it out with all the cars and just moving things around.
This is just an extraordinary year.
Well, we
So,
talked
so
about,
can we go back and address what Karen's suggestion is? Because currently we don't have anything like that, we don't have a process like that. right?
we had talked about that at the last meeting, was to enact a process for closing of the town hall. So I think part of that should be, there should be a standardized procedure in the employee handbook.
What to do if there,
Oh.
if you encounter this.
Right. Of snow removal, to shut down the town hall, what qualifies to close the town hall, what qualifies as an employee paid day if we shut the town hall, what, all that should be in some type of policy, so it's not,
Or delayed opening.
And the library should be included in that process.
well, we would have to ask the trustees to come up with their own
Right.
process.
That would limit the town,
Well, it would have to be whatever,
they want, but
right.
it suggested
They
it.
seem to make their own,
Well, they're their own kind of entity anyway.
right.
So I just wanted to reintroduce it so that a plan is made, we've been talking about it. We make some steps forward, but,
Before we get there.
yeah.
Now, we're meeting on the 16th, so maybe we can talk about it and address it and put together a document.
For the
They asked me.
joint costs.
I think Wayne had something he wanted to.
But it wouldn't just be, wouldn't be just that, it would be for everybody.
No, well, that joint committee is everybody.
It would be, it's a joint loss, so it's,
To representative from every department.
Okay, makes sense.
yes, ma'am?
Just so you know, the other day when we had to move all these cars and everything, I would've had the 550 out here running, but Scotty got called out on it. He was gonna run the 550, and we were going, in any big storm, we'd have had the 550 out here.
Because he's one of our seasonal drivers too, right?
Yeah, he's seasonal, but he got called out on an emergency. So therefore, I didn't get anybody filled, and at the time when all this was going on, I had 2 trucks down, and I was trying to get them fixed.
You talked with Ken, right?
Right, we met
So what
on
was,
Friday.
what was the, give me kind of the gist of what
Okay.
happened that day?
We had the 2 vendor trucks who worked with us until they had to go take care of other business for their employer. The deputy was called away on an emergency. We had 2 trucks go down, and Skip needed some rest,
Yes, he did.
okay? And that left Wayne alone, so that, last Tuesday was probably an aberration that will never happen again.
This year's been,
It's been strange, but Wayne did a fantastic job. In fact, on Friday, I told him to go home and go to bed, and he actually followed my instructions.
Yeah, I did.
Not fully.
Not fully.
Nope.
I was gonna say, wait,
Friday, not Tuesday, Wednesday, or
Your
Thursday.
wife is giving you the evil eye, good luck.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
Well, he told me, it was 10:30, he told me it was 10:30, but I had to go back down the shed, I forgot what I had to do, there was something I did, and then I got home a little after 11 o'clock.
I
Did
knew
you
I
go to
saw
bed?
you out there.
What's that?
I knew I saw you out there on Friday.
Yeah,
And I know, was it the week before that I stopped in and saw you? And you'd sent everyone else home, I think it was a storm before. Everyone else had gone home and you were up there working away in the office up there.
That was
that was
after
after,
budget season, that was like 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was
They all merged together for me. So.
Can we go to Smith Road, because I'm sure the.
Smith Road, what do you have on Smith Road?
Smith Road. So, you have Smith Road, which is believed to be Class 5 road. All I've read, could find, indicates that it is. So, it appears to have a few issues, one of which is an RV that's parked in the middle of it. So, I've got a suggestion that maybe send the PD down, find out whose vehicle it is. If they can't find out whose it is, we'll have it removed if they have to do a abandoned vehicle or whatever. So that'll open up that portion. And then, of course, I think we have a water issue on that road as well.
I saw the streams kind of coming over.
Last time I was through before snow and ice, there was a fair amount of water coming over.
Do you plow that?
I plowed the yard, I plowed down past the house because of the road. But now the water issue down there, all that water goes out through and it goes underneath the 125. Okay, we had to go down there that was back way.
About 3 years ago, we had the same issue.
We had the same issue, we had a water, and the water backs up and goes right around the house that was coming in the back. So what we did down there is the culvert that was there was all gone. So we took the culvert right out so the water could come right straight across. And then we got the state over there, because the beavers get into that culvert right there. And the water backs up and it goes right in the house and comes in the back door. So that's why that's like that. We tore the culvert out of there because it wasn't doing any good.
So,
Can I suggest you something?
Sure.
Why don't you put gates and bars up there and road closed?
But it's a town road, I don't,
What's that?
it's a town road, it used to be old 125.
It's a town road, but it's not being used. You can't use it.
So is it like
Why maintain
Class
it?
6 road, but you still can't park something in the middle of the lot?
Right, but there
No, it's
must
a
be a.
class 5 road.
it's a class 5 road right now, so you gotta get it,
There must
So
be a
fast.
procedure to
Right.
abandon
This
it.
meeting vote.
yeah, if you wanna change it, then change it, then we'll have to maintain it, and it won't be part of
We have to bring it
the.
up at town meeting.
So at town meeting, we can bring it up and say we want to make it Class 6.
But the point that he's making is the RV's gotta be removed.
In any case,
What's the typical procedure for that? You just call it.
pretty much what I was.
You can see who owns it. I'm guessing it's probably not registered to anybody, or it's expired registration, but we can go down there and see who owns it and go from there. If we need to remove it, we'll remove it.
I think that's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a path for abandoned vehicles, correct? So,
There's many on that property.
well, yeah, well, that's phase 2.
That's another issue.
So that's phase 2. And part of it relates to it being a class 5 road. And part of it just relates to the property. So the other thing is, we kind of let it float, but we have zoning issues on the property. We also now, with this extra RV, have approximately 5 camp-type trailers, maybe 6, on the property.
We had 2 of them being lived in last year,
There
but
are 2
that's
out,
changed, right?
2 out in the back, and I believe there are 3 or 4 parked beside the house, plus the RV. And then there's all the other debris, so we've got to get back on that as well. So I'm just bringing that up because I'll be bringing you something to move forward on.
Why do I think that was all addressed last spring, summer?
The
The 2 trailers.
The trailers were
People were
addressed,
living there, they were told they can't.
right, but there's a lot of other,
Didn't they remove some vehicles off that property?
I don't think anything was
No,
really.
they're still there.
Remember, we had like,
Did
30
we, but
propane
did we
tanks.
advise them to move stuff?
we contacted them, and we gave them the first letter,
First okay,
and we haven't
so we need to do follow.
followed through. We've given it some time.
Okay.
So do you want to send another letter?
Let's,
Reintroduce the.
Well, let's take
let's
it-
draft
let's take it a
something,
step.
I'll bring it to you, and we'll move forward.
We probably should start phase 1 again.
Well, that's what Kip just said, he's got to do the background work and then bring it to us to.
Well, let's take it a step at a time. The chief's gonna look at the recreational vehicles, determine who that belongs to and get that removed.
2 separate.
There's a plan to go forward at the town meeting, but the other issues that Kip's addressing is we're gonna start the process again.
Yeah, starting again. All right, sounds like a plan.
I think that's the bulk of it.
And the other health officer complaint that I had, Karen has been reaching out to you haven't heard back yet, right?
No,
So
nothing's there.
that was, we had that last,
I received an anonymous complaint about health conditions on a person on Scotland Road. So I reached out to the homeowner to try to schedule a health inspection, but they haven't heard back yet.
and he needs permission from the homeowner. And Kip and I will do that together with the PD, and that's what we're going to set up something. That's been a couple weeks, I know somebody asked about it, so nothing to be done yet. Good deal, sir, thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate
Good
it.
evening.
I'm gonna call up the chief. Because I know she has to go up to PD.
Good, how are you?
Okay.
Everybody have a good Christmas?
I'm glad it's over. It was good, no, it was good, it was just subdued and managed by a nice room. Every year a plan for
Okay, so what I have is a request to encumber funds from the 2019 budget. And the first one is what we've already discussed, is for the upgrade to the PD's door access system, which the system we have right now is antiquated, and if anything goes on it, we can't replace it because there's nothing available, it's that dated. So I received several quotes, I can discuss each and every one of them if you want, there's a lot to it.
Give us the high and the low.
Well, okay,
For the good, the bad, and the ugly?
I do have one that I'd like to go with. We had one that was at $17,348.69.
That's the high.
That's the high.
That's enough.
And that's the one that, they were gonna do everything, they were gonna actually take over the alarm system and have it integrated right with the door access system with the key fobs. So that's the high. Okay. Actually, I think I left, you might have.
The low is 55.
Yeah, the low was right around 55. The one that I'm requesting to go with is $7,409 from A&B Lock and Security. And that entails, it's actually a web-based program, so you can actually access it anywhere remotely and via a smartphone. And that would include, so I can break this down here, all the readers that we need, which is 7 of them, and 2 of the readers, bless you, would be dual authors or authentication, which is what I really like. In other words, the entrance into the lobby is through a key fob only. So the dual authentication would be like a keypad. So if anybody forgets their key fob, which happens frequently sometimes, you use a code to access it. And we would be able to use that for the evidence room as well. So I really like that feature a lot. And in addition to that, they would fix our door going into the Sally Port from the booking room, which scrapes, it's very loud, you can't open it all the way. And that also includes doing all the strikes for the key locks. This basically includes everything, as well as moving the armory to the records room that we have right now, because we want to move that so we have more space. So that was really my choice. I mean, it's not the lowest, but it's certainly not the highest, and it was at $74.09.
And it does everything you want it to do.
And what's the lowest one? I know you said this one's web-based, it's the lowest one, is that web-based also, or no?
Which,
The 5,500?
you know, and if you want to, I mean,
I'm just curious of the differences.
I can go get my other quotes. I thought I had them here, but I can go get all that if you would like.
That one was that base. I think the reason that it was the least expensive is because it was the same vendor that has our security system now.
Yeah, we received a quote from security team, which I want to say was either 5,500. I can go downstairs and get it.
It was 6 anyway.
The security team was gonna be a standalone. It would still be network-based, but it's a standalone. It would be tied into the alarm system, which was a nice feature, but it didn't include moving the armory. So even if we went with that, it would still be higher because they didn't figure in the quote for moving the armory. And it didn't have the dual authentication. The other one, as I previously mentioned, I'm actually I want to go with the one that was 17,000. They gave me a quote for a standalone interview interrogation room, which will come next. And then the other one was from Palmac, and Palmac was higher than the one that I'm recommending here, and it did not include moving the armory. So this one here is really, he did a good job at the
Did the
corner.
one for 5,500, does that include fixing the door too, or?
No,
So you
No,
still
this
have
is
to
the
fix
only one
door,
that-
and you have to-
this was the only one that included fixing the door and doing all the key strikes or lock strikes or.
It sounds like it's all inclusive, so I think that should be the one we go with.
What's your thoughts on the pin pad, keypad?
So where I work, we have a pin pad in the booking room, so that if we go in and out, the person in there doesn't know that they could jump us and take our fob to get out. We use it so that we have to put in a code in order to get in and out. I can use my fob when nobody is in there, but that way, they don't know that by taking that fob, they have access to everything that they see an officer
Unless
punch
they're
on
watching
code.
live stream.
Unless they're watching live stream, but they'd still need my code.
Yeah.
It's a nice feature, you know, with,
So you need the fob and the code.
yeah, you could either do a fob or a card, either or, you have the option, whatever you choose, but yes, you have both. On 2 of the door controllers. So I have 7 down there right now, so 2 out of the 7, we could have dual authentication. It's a great feature.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the chief's proposal for $7,409.
And what was the change? Or is there no change?
Bill's got it.
No, it's $7,409,
Even?
even.
That's a question in the audience.
We would like to ask a question. If for any reason an employee leaves and that touchpad needs to be reprogrammed, do you have the capability of doing
Yes.
that? Or does the system that company that provides it have to come in and do it?
No, I'll have, as an administrator, I'll have.
You have access to
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Can I actually
curious.
just state your name and address?
Yeah, Debbie LaRoche, Crowley Falls Road, in Brentwood.
So I have a motion?
You
Do
do.
I have a second? All in favor? Anybody opposed? Okay, so you're good on that one.
Okay, the second request I have is for $1,576.34 for a standalone camera and NVR for the interview interrogation room. When we went with Pelmac, we actually took a step backwards, I think, with the quality, as far as, you know, the interview and interrogation room. So, the best case scenario is to have a standalone, just for purposes of, if it gets, a defense attorney requests the whole system, we wouldn't have to give them the whole video surveillance system that we have right now. So a standalone is separate from our surveillance system that we have, and it's a separate NVR that does the recording. And it's just a better feature, for more security and more applicable for what we need. And they will be able to replace the camera that we have in there right now, as well as hook up we've got a very sophisticated microphone in that room that Pelmac was not able to hook up with the camera. And we ran into issues as far as, you know, if we needed to download the video from one of our interviews, it was really gonna be a pretty laborious process. And, you know, we made some adjustments, but, you know, to tack on any more time as far as technical time is downloading it and taxing the officer any more than what we're taxing them when it comes to doing reports and whatnot was just too laborious. So we made some adjustments to make it work for the time being, but I think it would be in our best interest to do a standalone camera with a separate NVR for that room.
Now, the camera that's in there currently,
Yeah.
that we put in there, can you relocate that somewhere else, or is that something that's in their quote, that 1576?
I mean, this would be, you know, their own camera. So the camera that we have in there, I'm sure we'd be able to relocate that to another location if you wanted to.
Yeah, versus just taking it out and
Yep.
losing that.
I mean, listen, it's functional right now, but to not be able to use that microphone that was there before I got here it's really a state-of-the-art microphone, and everything that you do in an interview, you've got to be able to hear what they're saying. So we need to have that hooked up, and that, it was really, Pelmac was not able to help us out with that. So this company came in, excuse me, they looked at it, and they made some recommendations, and I think I'd prefer to go with them to do something separate and standalone and have a system that's very functional. And really, sometimes you only have one shot at an interview, and you want to be able to record it and listen to it and hear what they have to say. So using the camera that they have right there, in there right now, it does not have that microphone hooked up, and you're just doing the best that you can with it right now.
So this is to encumber funds for that thing?
Yes.
How much money do we have left in last year's budget?
About 80,000.
80,000. How much are you looking to
Encumber.
17.
17 total?
No.
No,
That was the first, that was the
I think
quote.
it's right around 14,000 if you
So
go with my
the door,
request.
which we've already said 7,000,
Yep.
that's done.
Yep,
Then you want, I understand the standalone cameras, and that makes a lot of sense to me. You
Yep.
guys want to give access to everything. What other things do we have that we need to look at?
that's what I'm going over right now.
One at a time.
So it's all on that list in front of you.
Let's call on that list.
Oh, I see, okay.
Did you just want to make one big motion, is that what you wanted to do?
Well, I was thinking that, if we're gonna, instead of nickel and diming it, if we are all comfortable that this is what's absolutely necessary for the police department, let's just make a motion and do it. The only thing I have a question about, if you will, on the list that you have is the command vehicle drawers and all that, that's for on the site.
Yes, it would be, if this is a.
What do we do now? We don't have
We don't have
anything
anything.
like this, right?
We
So
have-
this would allow you or whoever's in the command
Yep.
position to
Yep.
have access to all the things they need to maintain a site. So,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, unless you want to go over these one by one, I don't see us ever saying no, so let's just do the whole thing together.
So what's the total dollars that you're looking for, is it around 14, you said? or
I'd have to tally it up, I think I came up with a number.
Add it all up and.
The only thing that we're waiting on for a quote, and we should get it tomorrow, is from two-way to relocate the base radio from the administrative assistant's office to the squad room. So that's the other thing that we would like to do to make it more
Which would be not much.
I can't imagine it'd be that much, but I don't know.
Well, let's see what the total is right now, and then maybe we round it. You know what I mean, so if it's like 14.5, you just got 15, it gives that buffer.
Yeah, I mean, I just think unless we have a concern about, willy-nilly spending money, I
We're still gonna be turning back money back over the town, so.
It's gotta be done, it's gotta be done. We've been upgrading along the way anyways for last year.
We're like at around 17 without moving the radio.
So make it 18?
That's a lot of money.
Well, she said 14, so,
No, he just said 17.
yeah, but she said 14, so.
Let's let the chief finish adding up.
16,454.23.
Say that again, chief?
$16,454.23.
Let's round it up to 17 and make a motion.
I'll make a motion for
So
$16,454.
you're changing the first.
That gets rolled into it.
You're rolling it.
Yeah.
So I have a motion for 17, do I have a second?
I don't think his motion was.
So motion for 17 is what I said, or he said.
I changed it to 17.
Well, why don't we vote, why don't you guys go for this, you have the paperwork and the documentation to back that up, and then if you're okay with the rest, then
She
she
can
already,
come
she
back.
doesn't need to come
She
back
can
next week,
revisit
but
us,
she
that's
can.
We already voted for 7409.
That's included in the 16. So what was it again?
16, 454, 23.
Okay.
You guys want to do that?
Yes.
So I have a motion for
Yes.
16, 454, 23, and a second.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, you're good.
There you go.
Okay, just one more last thing is, today we went online with Swayze School. They installed a new video surveillance system over there. It's quite nice. We have it uploaded on our computers, and hopefully we'll look to have a standalone there where we can monitor it in the SWAT room, but it's a great feature. So just wanted to update you with that. Been a long time coming, and now it's up and running.
Can you access it remotely, chief?
Yep,
You had an incident, you did
yes,
run it from command.
yep. It's, like I said, it's nice. It's a nice system. It's a really good system, so. it's,
Well, do you want to announce about your coffee with a cop?
Yeah, that's coming
It's
up.
on Facebook, that's the only reason. why.
Yes, and I gotta look to see, off the top of my head, I've got it on my phone, there's the dates. We have a lot of different things going on right now, so that, I think is next week. It's the 15th at 9:30 a.m. at the library. Yeah, so coffee with a cop.
Okay.
It'll be myself as well as whoever we have on duty that day. 15th. It will be held at the library beginning at 9:30. And I think the next day will be, we're gonna be at the school, lunch with a cop at the school on January 16th at 11:15. That's all I got.
Well, it's a good time for you to take DNA and fingerprints from Bob.
They already have that. Wayne took those. But I got the phone. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, chief.
Have a good night.
Do you have a motion on the minutes?
Yes.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do we have non-vote?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we have a motion for the non-vote?
Yes.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Staying.
And then. Wayne, you were gonna be coming up for encumbering too?
Yes.
Okay. You talked to Ken about that?
As he approaches the bench, we'd like to encumber $6,390 for a new steam cleaner and an additional $15,000 for painting and sandblasting 2 vehicles.
And how much do we have left in the budget?
A lot.
What was the total?
I don't know the total.
15,600, or 6,000 what?
6,390 and 15. So that's $21,390.
Okay, you're good.
Between summer and winter, we've got 132,000.
Maybe some more?
You sing?
I'll let you. I haven't got a price on this yet, but I came through this today, looking around, see what I should do, and I'd like to get some new combs. I got a bunch of combs, all the combs that I got now are really getting bad looking.
Yeah, they are battered.
And I'd like to get as many combs as I can, plus I would like to get a few new barricades. The barricades, they have new plastic ones now. Those work pretty good, the single and the plastic.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't need too many, I only need maybe 4 to 6. Just to have 4 or 6 of them. I don't know, I'm not sure how much they cost, but I know the combs, when I got the combs, we got them through emergency management. Way back, they got money for them, and that's where I got the combs. But I can get the new, if they don't go through that, I can get the combs down to move and barricade. I can get everything there. I can get a price tomorrow, probably, for the whole thing.
Does the state, you know the state that sells things, do they sell
You
those?
hope?
The state?
I'm not sure. The state, I don't know where the state gets them. I don't know.
I think the state sells them, I think the state has a state bid.
Or the state bid? Oh.
Yeah. Look, Rich Murphy got them through the emergency management, the last time we got them.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe,
cover,
maybe
That's
he
the
can get
Seabird
some.
project, yeah.
Right, maybe he can
Yeah.
get some.
Why don't you check on that and see if maybe he can get some, if not get a
Okay,
price for us
I'll
on
get a price, I'll get a price on
cones and the barriers as well.
it. Okay.
So you wanted to do a motion for the 23,390, we'll wait to hear back. with
Yes.
the police chief.
I thought it was 21.
21,390.
Actually, unless he has a written quote for the sandblasting, we should only do the 6,390 until he has the written quote for it.
Do you have a written quote for that?
You want me to get them? I'd get the quote for the trucks and everything if you need it.
Yeah, we need that.
All right.
You need to have a quote to get it to, not a
We do have a quote for the 6,390 for the pressure
I
washer.
got them right here.
And I know that's to replace the one he currently has, which based on our discussion,
Doesn't work.
keeps shutting off.
Yeah,
This is the
It
one
won't-
designed
it's
for our
not
trucks.
consistent.
Yep.
yeah, well, the one that used to be down there is an industrial one, so.
Those one better be an industrial.
Yeah,
Oh,
looking at it,
I'll call them up and see if
it'll
they
blow
say-
home my Jeep.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you have a motion for that?
Do we have a motion for this?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Do we have a second for that?
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor of
Aye.
the 6,390?
Yeah,
No, Ken did.
Ken, I second.
And nobody's opposed?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So we'll need the sandblasting and we'll need your cones and
The barriers.
Yeah,
barriers.
I'll get a price.
Have you received any other applications while you're up here? I'll ask about that. I know we are in the process of extending an offer on one pending some other stuff, so I know you had 2 openings.
I had, one kid come to the door today, I guess he came here, he came and,
Well, yeah, I'm just curious if he has any resumes.
No, I don't have any.
Set up, nothing? Okay.
didn't have any.
All right.
What's the plan going forward for, plow?
Well, we're gonna go to non-public to talk about one
Well,
today.
in public, do we have a plan like we did the big storm, the Monday, Tuesday storm, when we used the landscaper to come down? Is that-
I did the same thing on this storm here.
Okay.
We did the same thing, they came, actually, when I broke down, they actually brought in an extra truck, a small truck, and, to try to keep the roads here. And then they plowed, from 2 AM, oh, I got the time right here. On 12:30 at 5:45 AM to 8:30 AM. That's when they came in to help us plow. When we first got there, we got there on Sunday. I got there around 11 o'clock, but we didn't go out till about 12 o'clock. Me and Skip, we went out there starting out 12 o'clock. And what we had to do was do most and sanding. We didn't, there wasn't much, it was more sleet, nice.
Yep.
And through the night, we, that's what we did, pretty much through the night, is went over our routes and sanded roads. And then at 5:45, when the snow started to come in, that's when we called in, Joey. And he brought 2 trucks, his 2 trucks that we usually have. And we plowed the same, Skip took one route, I took the other route, and those guys stayed in between. Through the night, they took care of every road that we didn't get to.
Can I speak to that for just a sec?
Yeah, but before you do,
Go ahead.
that's a backup plan, and that's fine, we can't do that. Going forward, we wanna get people that are on the books for us.
Well, we have how many seasonal drivers? Don't we have 3 or?
Well, but the point is that you and Skip can't be the only 2 driving 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whatever that is.
Well, who do we have?
That's what I want.
You
We
have
don't have,
any-
we don't have anybody else, it's just you 2, right?
No, we don't have anybody. You hired somebody and.
You have a
Show
sheriff
up.
or
Didn't show up.
PD person that does seasonal driving too.
My concern is that I don't want you 2 to be the only ones that are doing that and working, 24, 40 hours a day. That's not sustainable. At the same time, the backup plan that we have is fine, it's an emergency backup plan. But we have to address the issue of having some other people driving, because we can't continue to have Olson's be the plow guys either, it's too much.
Well, if we don't have anybody, who do we get?
Well, that's what I'm saying, that's fine.
Well, we're gonna take care of part of that.
Okay.
And I want to go on the record and explain to people in the audience that all state roads, 111A, 125, the North Road, we are not allowed to do anything as far as snow removal or sanding. The state does not permit it, and they have told us in the past that we are not welcome to do that. All right, there was a couple of situations that I read about where people were complaining about 111A. We would contact the state, and that's about all we can do. We're not allowed to touch the roads.
You're not allowed to drop your plow on them at all, right?
No.
No, they don't want us to do that. We used to.
Yes.
We used to help them out, but
Then they
decided
told
they
you
don't. And now we don't.
Anything else?
So can I ask, it wasn't clear to us, what is the plan then for plowing? I know
We have
you
two
said something
plow,
about 3 seasonal people, or,
Yeah, we don't
and I know
have,
the backup thing. So are there seasonal people? It seems to be a discrepancy.
Me,
There's one.
Well, we only have two, right?
Did you get
Seasonal guy there is.
And Scott.
You're the seasonal person.
No, we have Skip and Scott.
but what the
That's
problem is, we have, I'm gonna say 5 trucks sitting up
Skip.
there
Yeah,
with
I need you
plows
to
and
state your
wings.
names and address,
And there's,
because
Susan
you gotta talk to
Benton.
the board now.
Yeah.
oh, you want me to?
No?
No,
Oh.
it's Susan Benton to Mink Run. Okay,
Okay, so we have 5 trucks with plows and wings. We have 2 guys that can actually drive those trucks.
right.
We don't have any bus, we have another hire, but he can only drive one of the smaller ones. Doesn't have a CDL, so the problem is help.
We've been working on getting replacements since May, and we have had very little luck. We have interviewed at least 8 people, and very, very good at candidates, but they found better employment as far as salary elsewhere.
And we are gonna go to non-public today to talk about one position, so hopefully that will be filled and rectified, who can drive the bigger trucks.
So is there a really big difference in the hourly wage or salary that we offer as a town compared to other towns?
what you hear about the wonderful economy that we're in has a negative effect on
Right.
what we would like to be able to pay. And
Yeah.
so what we find ourselves in is a position where we have to up the hourly wage to even be competitive.
Yeah.
Which
So
we
if you
do.
hire somebody and they say, oh yeah, I'll come, and 20 minutes later, they find another job for more money, substantially more, they say, sorry, I'm not gonna come.
Yeah.
So we've been in that position a couple times now. So what we can do is,
And we did.
we have upped the
We
wage,
finally
we've done that,
upgraded,
Yeah.
upped it, so.
but it's still difficult to find qualified, willing people to come to work.
So if you know of anybody, come to me.
And that's because it's seasonal. We can't give them employment
Part
the
of it
rest
is
of the year.
seasonal, part of it is that the economy is booming along in spite of what I think, my house. But,
Mhm.
no, it's, it's a good thing, bad thing. It's really
Yeah.
good that the economy is doing well. It's a bad thing that we're gonna have to pay for that, so.
Yeah.
Well, no, we still have 2 full-time positions.
Yeah.
We're not just hiring seasonal.
No, we're trying to hire across the board, so.
Because this budget is, you have a snow budget and you have and the regular highway road maintenance budget. So there's 2 different budgets, but it runs under, in the wintertime, they're running the snow budget. In the summer and spring and everything else, they run the regular budget. So we're looking to fill 2 positions and they're basically laborers that also will plow.
So are they full-time or
Full-time.
seasonal?
Yeah, we have to.
We have 2 full-times and I thought we had, I thought in the budget that we went over, I thought there was 3 seasonal positions that we have, right? And one is Scott and Skip and then
I can find some,
one
let you know.
vacancy. And we have a vacancy for another
I'm
season.
soliciting where I work, so I'm trying. It's like,
Yeah, he's trying to hire criminals, so.
no, I'm not, no, you know, there's a couple guys I'm trying to hire. I keep talking to them every day, so.
Okay. All right, so we're all set on that.
Did you want to see if there's any more public comment on snow removal before we
Sure.
move on?
I'd just like to make a comment, getting the rep Cully House in Brentwood. My heart goes out to Wayne. He has put in endless hours of his time for the town, and there's been a lot of notes on social media that's been posted about various things and stuff, and I don't think Wayne's being given all the credit that he deserves for this town.
Not from this board, but this board gives him as much
Yeah.
credit as possible. He's the most loved person in town.
He
There's without a doubt.
goes overboard.
What happened to me?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You too.
Skip, it depends on the season, right?
Please be very angry when people in town voice negative things about someone that put so much of their heart and soul into the town, into reading it.
That's why you shouldn't be on Facebook.
Well, yeah, I know.
Social
I know.
media,
Social
and I
media.
think if you,
But I just want to let
It
you
is
know,
what it
we
is.
appreciate
I
all
don't
you
even listen
do.
to Facebook.
But I want to let you know personally.
I don't get on the
We
computer, I don't
appreciate
even
you.
listen to Facebook, or whatever they
Yeah.
say on Facebook.
on the
In one ear and
Facebook,
out the other.
So, this,
on the Facebook, I like it.
this board actually rejected Wayne's budget this year because he didn't put himself in for a raise. So, that's the type of person Wayne is, and we asked him to resubmit a budget with a raise for himself in it. So,
I just want to make sure because he
we
works
recognize the employee that Wayne
endlessly
is.
for the town. I see it when I walk, Wayne. I see how, even during the summer when you're working. I mean, there's never a dull moment for you. You're the Energized Bunny every single day that you're out there.
I know when
You
there was
don't
a tree
stop.
down, I don't know, it was after one of our meetings.
He doesn't stop.
I
No, he never does.
came right out and we the tree, and then he cut it up the next day.
We give him hell for not stopping and tell him to go home and go to bed sometimes, and he ignores us.
Well, I just want to let you know that we
Keep trying.
appreciate it. What you do, all you do.
I think we need to text his wife. I think we need to tell his wife he needs to come home and go to sleep so she can
Yeah.
hold the pillow over him and say, stay down. Any other public comment?
Diane Robinson, 420 Route 125. I just want to tell you one thing he did. He got a call from a lady over on Mill Pond
Oh,
who she'd missed the Christmas tree pickup. She called the fire department. The fire department sent her to Wayne. And so he said, just bring it in. And she said, well, I have no way to get it there. So yesterday afternoon, he went over and he picked up her Christmas tree and he brought it back and he disposed of it for her.
and she was really touched because we heard that story today. She couldn't believe it. Yeah.
So this is the employee that this town has.
Yes.
Like I said, the most loved man in town.
Yeah.
And Skip, you're number 47, as I understand. Seasonal 47.
Number 158 I am.
Oh, okay, there you go.
My question is, during the course of a storm, the two of us are out there, and we're doing roads and keeping them open and this and that, and every now and then he'll get a call to come and shovel out the town offices, or to go and shovel out the BCC. There's gotta be something that you can do, hire a kid or something, give him a couple extra bucks, because you're taking them off the road.
We've already,
You know?
we've done that, that's one of the.
Oh, you have, okay, okay.
And actually, I shovel here, so,
Attaboy.
And he's no kid.
and look at my hair. It's white, it's getting whiter.
Can I ask another question? Sure. Is there any reason that the fire department can't do some shoveling around the fire department?
You know they're responsible for the hydrants and the ponds.
But they don't usually do them.
He does the hydrants.
I do that.
I didn't say who did them, I said who's responsible.
But that's the thing, I mean, why is he shoveling out the hydrants when there's able-bodied people at the fire department?
Because
He's a nice guy.
he doesn't do what he's told.
No, because if he doesn't do it, it doesn't get done.
Well, the fire department, I mean, the fire hydrants, I have to plow out with the truck. And most of the time I get close enough, so they don't have to do too much.
No, they just have to clean around.
Yeah, but
Shut up, Wayne.
We do have a live-in over there now.
He's trying to
That's one of the
help you.
things that we've talked about with
I
the
know,
live-in,
but-
is actually going around and shovel and do that stuff, so.
Well, no, the full-timers should be out.
Yeah, I agree.
The duty crew, whoever's there during the day, should be out shoveling hydrants.
I think,
Wayne, I think it's time for you to go home and go to bed.
Yes.
Wives
That's what I said,
together.
that's what I said.
All right, anything else? Yes, Ward?
Well, Ward Barron, 55 Row Road. I'm a little confused. Who plows and takes care of the fire station?
I do.
We do.
They do the
Doesn't
sidewalk.
the fire department have a plow truck?
No,
They don't.
No.
in years past, on occasion, they have taken the 1 ton and done it.
Right.
But I'm not sure we have anybody qualified, and I don't know.
Well, they need a CDL to drive the fire truck anyway, so.
Right.
That's true.
They just snowball the sidewalk,
They
right?
snowball,
Yeah.
they have a snowball.
When we bought the pickup truck wood, we didn't buy plow
No,
package.
I didn't know how it worked, so, thanks.
Anything else? Okay, we'll move on to the next one.
Budgets?
All done?
Good night, Wayne, thank you.
See you.
Yeah. Go to budgets.
All right, for budgets, we're gonna do insurance.
What's that?
So insurance is property liability.
Well, they
This
got another
month,
thing
and
for
I
me?
budgeted $1,000 to cover deductible
Not for me.
increases. We haven't financed it.
Okay.
So it increases to $119,322.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion for $119,322.
Can I have a second for the 119,322?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is that through private?
So the second page is benefits. So this is medical, dental, short-term disability, and life.
What was our total last year with all?
The total last, if you go to the next page, the total last year was 284, 211.
That's a substantial increase.
So if you take the 7.4%, and would put you at 305, 242. So kind of right there. So I'm asking for 306, 474. That includes all of the insurance medical. So that includes some changes that we've had with existing employees. It also plans for the full-time firefighter, beginning with a May hire date. I adjusted, there's one full-time highway employee at a single rate, one at a family rate, and then it plans for a PD June hire date. And those vacancies have been planned for family rate, just in case.
Yeah, I'll make a motion for the 306, 474.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay. Any notes? Oh, you do?
Do you want to finish new business or?
Might as well. The evaluation?
Did you guys review the bids that we received for the evaluation?
Well, there was one.
There was one.
I have no problem with it, but I do have a question. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
I did think so.
This here?
There's another reason.
Good, you can talk while I.
So the bid came in at $98,000. That's for a full reval for 1,839 parcels. Jim and I met this morning to go over the scope of work to come to terms. So him and I went through everything and itemized out the difference in the contract that we would like to see. One thing in here, like I would like a postcard sent to all of the residents before they move to work, saying this is the vendor we've chosen, this is their vehicle, these are the people that will be working in town. If they come by our homes, they're a legitimate contractor for the town. They have agreed to do that postcard at their cost, and then they'll start their cold call interior inspections, and then a follow-up letter to those residents that are not home or available during that time. They're to do 100% field reviews, so they can't just look through property cards here. We want them out driving around in town to make sure that they see with their own eyes 100% of the properties. They're gonna look at all of the images and update all of the images for every parcel in town. And for the hearing schedule, they're conducting hearings for at least 3 days. We're asking for multiple evenings and one Saturday if we deem necessary. They have found historically that evening appointments work better than requiring the Saturday, but I would like to reserve the right to book Saturdays if there is a need from the resident side.
I have one question about the $100 for appeals.
Yes,
Is that standard?
that is standard. We have that
Okay.
in our contract with Jim as well.
All right.
So the court time is always over and above the regular contract time. So they will, included in their contract price is the regular abatements and the review and recommendation to the board. If they're escalated to BCOA, then there's an additional charge for court time included for that.
Makes sense.
The completion date is Jim and I reviewed it, we are agreeable to it. We're requesting everything be done by 8:15, so that will give us, I mean, it's a short window of time, but that will give us 2 weeks to complete our MS1 and get that off to the state in order to not hold our tax rate setting. We're gonna ask for a status report once a month for Jim and myself to make sure that everything is sort of chugging along with their time frame, and then we have a stipulation in here for, that they will pay us $100 per day if they can't comply with the 8:15 deadline.
What did we have budgeted for?
We have 102 in the capital reserve right now. So just enough money and then to plan ahead, because this is sort of a per parcel rate. I think for 2020 and then going forward for the next reval, I think we should increase the amount. So I'll figure out that per parcel rate and then plan ahead, because you're gonna have an increase.
I thought we were doing 25,000 a year too.
We are, so I think we did
Didn't we do 30?
No,
No,
it was either 20 or 25.
I thought we did 25, I think 1 year, I think 1 year we.
Yeah, maybe. Which is why we don't have 125,000.
Right, so I mean, we have enough to cover this contract, I think,
Yeah.
to plan ahead, and then with the new homes going in and 3 ponds, it's gonna increase the cost plus regular
So maybe we'll
inflation.
go up a little bit.
I think if we, since it's every 5 years, if
Yeah.
we do 25, you're gonna end up with 125, it's probably gonna be enough.
Very close, yeah.
We just can't do,
We can't do less.
you can't do the 20,
No.
because it's gonna put you behind the, you're kind of hurting yourself.
Well, I'm prepared to make a motion for the 98,000.
And Jim's worked with this vendor in Hudson the last 2 cycles that they've had.
Yeah, this is his recommendation.
So we have a motion for 98,000 to accept us, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Aye.
Sort of the notes. Because then we're gonna go into non-public afterwards, so.
I don't see the notes from there, where are they?
I don't see him either.
That was an email that I forwarded to the board a couple of weeks back. This,
Oh, the road.
All the roads.
Yeah.
Steve
Oh, yeah,
Cummings
yeah.
had gone out and reviewed, so I just thought you should put it on the record. Steve Cummings did go back out, he inspected the roads at 3 ponds, and everything is compliant with their approved site plan.
Oh, okay,
To include the fire department's approval.
Yes,
okay.
Including that private way, or no?
yes.
We already addressed the second one, domestic apartment coverage.
The domestic partnership coverage is a rider that the board can elect to choose or not choose. It would allow couples, either same-sex or opposite sex, that have lived together for at least 1 year to provide a medical benefit to the other person that is living in their home.
And what's
We have,
the
currently,
cost of that,
well, then it would be just the cost of
the insurance?
the single for the, so that would be up to you whether or not you want to elect that coverage or not.
I don't.
It opens, with the existing track, it opens the door for 2 more people to enroll. There is a tax implication for this, which is pretty lofty. So whatever the.
If we don't provide.
Well, no, if they do provide it. So what happens is, if a single coverage is $1,000 and a couple coverage is $2,000, the $1,000 difference per month is considered taxable income. So at the end of the year, if they made 50 grand, then they will be taxed at 62,000, and then they have to just pay taxes on that additional earnable income. So that's up to them.
Really?
Whether, yeah.
Because it's a, what is the budget committee call it? Total compensation?
Total compensation package.
So it's adding to this,
Yeah,
kind of like a,
it's like a car, company car.
right,
So really, I
So
don't
if
think.
somebody opted in for that, provided that we offered it,
Right.
they would understand that they would have to pay.
And if they're paying 30% taxes, then they're gonna pay 30% on the $12,000.
Which might be worth it to them, who knows?
Yeah.
Right, so I think it's not a question of cost to the employee, I think it's a balance of how much better, the benefit they
Coverages.
get.
Well, it's
Yeah.
2020, so I think it's time we did something like that.
I'm in support of that.
Say that
Do we have I'm in support of it.
Okay.
So do we have a motion?
Yes,
for
that's
it?
a motion.
And a second? Do we have a second?
Second.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against?
No.
There you go. Google Drive?
And I use it.
I use it.
I use it,
Okay.
yeah, I go on and read the mail.
I can
I
only
just wanna make sure
access
people are
it,
using
I can
it.
only access it through my phone, and then sometimes it doesn't allow me to, and sometimes it does, because my company restricts what I can access.
So, no,
I can't go into it through my company computer, they block
I do
it.
use it.
You're gonna.
It is 2020.
Why don't we have you guys buy it and I'll benefit it out?
Karen, you sent out
Having two
instructions
computers
how to
is a
do
nightmare,
that.
right,
I know
Wayne?
they get rights.
His theory is, one thing a man needs less than one is two.
This is the driveway permit, I just need signatures on both of those. We already voted on it.
We already voted on this, this is for the
lease
driveway.
permit.
Oh,
Right here.
Well, that's on twice, right?
This is a pole license for public service to install a new pole on Sherman Ave.
so moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
This is an addendum to extend Jim's contract for his regular annual services for 1 year.
Do you have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have to extend Jim's services? Jim Shine?
For his regular-
Yeah.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I have my own.
Hey, did you do that thing?
I did not send driver permit, I wasn't here.
Oh,
Everybody usually sends
I
one.
do not.
do you not want to say?
I usually abstain because I may work.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There.
And lastly, we're gonna do, before we go to non-public, we're gonna do Karen's encumbrances request.
So the planning board would like to re-encumber 2750, and that is for the town planner's contract to complete the master plan.
Anything else that's gonna be encumbered, or is that?
And then I have 9235 that I'm requesting to be encumbered. 1750 of that is to finish the room downstairs where the server will be going. 5985 is for the decking at the Grange. And 1500 is for, to move the gas line and regulator underneath the, or away, I don't know, something with the gable end.
So,
To move it
yeah.
down.
you're
We're
looking
gonna move
for
it down.
2750 total?
No, he's looking for
9235.
11,985 between all of them.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
So we have a motion for 11,985, it includes planning and town hall, range, and everybody else. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Was there anything else that you planned on doing to this building before we ran out of money?
I would like, the next thing that we would, well, joint losses, talked about doing the ductwork,
Yeah.
and cleaning all of that. And secondly, the carpets.
Do we have any quotes on the carpet?
Not yet, but I can sure to get you some.
I
The
think it's,
carpet
I
down
think we
there
need to
is,
return some money back to reduce taxes. and
1979.
Spending like drunken sailors.
well, I haven't had a drink in 20 years, so I don't know what you're talking about.
20, that's it.
We can live with this for another year.
Maybe this carpet, that carpet is from 79.
I haven't seen that.
And then the other thing
Maybe
too
get
That
is
is
like,
like original.
and I think that's where we have to get some, like the duct cleaning, I would recommend Continental or Armstrong ductwork cleaning. That they can do that
See,
too.
and I'm not the carpet, I would rather have.
I can give you those numbers.
Yeah, I would put it in, but then you have to look at acoustics of how noisy it would be in a meeting room.
Then we need area rug and.
But yeah, I agree with you that a laminate or a tile would be
Right.
better,
Armstrong
it's just,
ductwork cleaning.
in a
Along the
meeting
line.
room, there's a, you get an echo.
Armstrong
and-
is, they're out.
I'm just not the carpet.
So everything's signed.
Karen, what are the total funds that are available so we can accommodate Andy's request?
Or what's being turned over.
Yeah.
Well, Wayne's generously gonna be kicking back quite a bit for their budget, right?
PD had 80,000.
I have to run a separate budget.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe next week.
Because we just paid out a bunch of money out of the 2019 budget too.
Right, and that's what we're talking about right now.
No, I mean,
No, but we should.
we paid the bills tonight, the first thing was
2019.
2019.
63,000.
Right.
Well, we fell so short last year when it came to building maintenance. I mean, we actually ran out of money by June because of the projections.
That way it doesn't hurt. So we're gonna make a,
Before we do that, can we go back to snow removal for a minute?
Yes.
Can we check with Rich Murphy? I had this idea, I don't know, Wednesday morning, Tuesday morning. I get random ideas. But the Department of Emergency Management is supposed to be set up to aid cities and towns. Can we check with Rich to see if Tuesday happens again, can we call the EOC and get 5 snowplows? You know, if, you know, Wayne and Skip are dead exhausted, will the state provide us help while we're in a situation? And that's supposed to be part of our town plan, is who do we call for heavy equipment if we need it? I believe that town plan that Rich Murphy worked on had, you know, who was available for heavy equipment if we needed an emergency.
But I thought that was really basically on the Seabrook project.
No, because we moved away from that and did a town plan based.
I remember
on
sitting in this
ourselves.
room for hours, yeah.
So, there's gotta be something, you know, to keep the town roads open, but.
You would probably get it from the state, but the state,
They had their own problem.
they got their own problems at this point for plowing.
Yes,
Or
they
any
should.
other kind of a thing at the time, if like if we got a water problem or anything like that, they would probably send something down here, they get it, but.
I think everyone's running into staffing problems. I know you talked to, there was another one that's local, and he was short 8 drivers, so.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Hell, teach me how to drive a plow. I'll get out there.
Might be in one.
Remind the fire department that they need to be responsible for their stuff, especially. So I understand that Wayne gets close to the fire hydrants. They need to send somebody out to make sure those things are clear. We have a fire and they haven't been cleared, it's not gonna be a good situation.
They're all cleared, I believe.
I know, but you shouldn't have to do that. We have firemen there, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're sitting in the warm firehouse, they need to get out and do something like they're supposed to be doing anyways. They're responsible for
Don't
that.
make the firemen angry.
I'm not trying to make the firemen angry, they're already angry at me.
They waved to Wayne.
My house is burned down, I already know that. Nice. All right, tell the truth.
Anything else from the public, because we're gonna go into non-public? All right, so.
But thank you very much for coming, especially you, Diane.
I'm gonna make a motion to go into non-public, talk about hiring, talk about employee matters, and policy. Non-public session, public anytime in accordance with chapter 91, 3, 1,
Yeah, what a show.
I have a motion, I have a second, roll call, all in favor?
Hang in there.
She's 3. Yeah. She's well trained by the guide dog schools.
Was off, she said it wasn't off.
Oh.
But here's your,
How do we know?
I have to look at the camera in my room.
It was off, and on.
I haven't seen you, I'm working again.
I'm walking, I haven't seen
I
it.
haven't,
It's good to see you.
I'm not walking in the,
How you feeling?
afternoons, and I'm going in the woods tomorrow.
Day to time.
You didn't even hit the end screen.
No.
And this game's a little dog, I was on it a little dog.
He was 100.
Oh, you did?
Well, now he's on.
Thank you so much. You know, we went.
Yeah, they're booting up. They're booting up. You gotta give them a second.
You know I would never do that to you. Wish I had that kid
So we had a motion to come out of non-public and seal the minutes,
Yes, second.
and a second, all in favor, roll call.
Aye.
Aye.